Hi, very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf Collectibles. So just arrived today, this brand new kit from Tamiya, it's brand new chassis. This is the BT-01. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a little while. So just a bit of background on this. So Tamiya have been running with the TT-01 for many years. It's four-wheel drive chassis, and they release a car on that chassis every year, but a lot of the cars are either front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, and they always come with a four-wheel drive chassis. And if you want to turn them into front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, you take the drive shafts out, but they just don't handle right, you know, they've never been very good. So this chassis is aimed at improving that situation. So it uses a lot of common parts from the TT-01, but allows you to set up the chassis to be front wheel drive mid-engine, rear wheel drive mid-engine, also move the motor, the weight of the motor forwards and backwards in the kit, and also gives you two wheelbases as well. So as you'll see in a minute, this gives you 6 configurations of chassis. Allows you to set up the model for, well, for example, the Supra, which is a two-wheel drive car. So what we're going to do today, just take this over to the bench, just do a very quick unboxing, show you what's inside the box, and then I'm going to do a build video, but a little bit different to the build videos I've done. I know when I did the BBX, I did every stage, every screw. This, I'm just going to follow the instruction manual and just give updates as we go through and try and make it a little bit more concise. So let's get this over to the bench. I'll show you what's inside the box today, and then hopefully in the next day or so we'll get this built and yeah, put a second video up. Yeah, so as I say, just arrived, and a brand new chassis for Tamiya, but the body's of, I think it's a 1990 Supra, Toyota Supra, and basically, let me try and explain the chassis if I turn this over. So, trying to keep all of the pictures in shot. I'm going to start this side. So the chassis has 6 configurations. So you can see down here, you've got a standard wheelbase, a short wheelbase, and then you can build the car with the motor mounted in the rear, with it rear wheel drive, the motor mounted in the front wheel drive, and then the motor, I'm going to move it across so you can see, the motor mounted in the front rear wheel drive. And with those 3 positions of, you know, the front wheel drive or rear wheel drive and the position of the motor plus the 2 wheelbases, gives you 6 configurations on this brand new chassis, which is just opens up all kinds of possibilities into tuning and you know, getting the performance out of the car. So I'll just read you a couple of bits on the box here. So the 2-wheel drive BT-01 chassis gives a choice of 2 types of wheelbase and front or rear wheel drive system, without removing the battery pack, motor and RC equipments. Setups from the centre frame simply change the attachment directions of the final gears and steerage linkage to switch between front and rear wheel drive. And just over here it talks about the Toyota Supra. So the 4th generation Toyota Supra was announced as Toyota's flagship sports car in 1993. I said it was 1990, it's 1993. Its top grade RZ model employed a 3-litre inline-6 twin-turbo engine capable of 280 horsepower with a 6-speed transmission. So it's going to look absolutely stunning with the body on there. And as I say, what an interesting concept for a chassis. Just show you the other side of the box here. I'm just going to turn it around. We've got, first of all, tune-up parts, so high torque servo bits and pieces, metal ball joints, and an upgraded shock unit. And then, as usual with these kits, you know, you do need some separate items, so your radio gear, your battery, the servo, and it does actually say ESC here, but when I looked in the box, this one did actually come with it. So let's have a look inside. So first thing obviously is the box is an unusual shape, and I must admit when it turned up for a moment I did wonder if the car was actually pre-built, but it's not, thankfully, because I do like to do the kits. So let's just slide the lid off. Right, I can't really get the camera far enough away, so we'll try and do this as we go. So we've got the Lexan body there of the Supra. Looks rather nice moulding. Right, what have we got in here? So there is the ESC, the electronic speed controller. And all I was going to say is some of the retailers are selling kits with and without ESCs. So do check what you're buying, make sure it's clear whether it's got the speed controller in there or it's been taken out of the kits. Sometimes they do take them out and they sell the kit slightly cheaper, but it's always useful to have these. So pop that to one side. I've got a set of wheels here. Now this kit is actually my son's, and I just sort of grabbed it from him to do an unboxing. So he'd already made a start on it, so he's already put the tyres on the rims there. Quite nice looking rims though, and nice tyres. So there's a set of wheels. What else have we got in here? The spoiler. That's obviously on the back of the body. We got the lamp buckets. Just pop those to one side. They look like just damper components there. And these are your drive couplings. So you can see these are over moulded parts, so you've obviously got your metal components in there, and then the cups at either end, and your drive shafts here. So that's all your drive bits and pieces. Then we have 3 sets of instructions. We'll come to those in a moment, and a nice set of decals there. Pop that to one side. Right, and then layer 2 in the box. Okay, in here we have some chassis components, uprights for the body pins, and these look like front and rear chassis bits and pieces. We've got the wishbones on the side there, and then this looks like gearbox casing. Chassis parts themselves there. As I say, completely new chassis this one. Another part of the chassis, and yeah, more bits and pieces here. These look like the uprights for the suspension bits, and obviously the hexagonal drive couplings are in there as well. And then a whole pack full of bits in here. We've got a foam bumper, the motor, and cog bag, various other bits, and all your different screw bags are in there as well. So let's just pop this to one side. Right, let's have a quick look at the instructions. So this one here builds a mid-engine rear-wheel drive car. That's that complete. This set of instructions converts a mid-engine rear-wheel drive into a front-engine front-wheel drive and back again. And this final one here converts a mid-engine rear-wheel drive into a front-engine rear-wheel drive. But what we'll do is we'll get this built together, and then we'll look into how these conversions occur. But let's have a quick look through the manual itself. So we've got assembling the gearbox, you can see here, assembling the chassis, differential, mounting in the gearbox into the chassis, got the rear uprights and the dog bones going in from the drive shafts, got the front upper arms going in here, the lower arms going in, and then these again, more uprights, assembling the dampers, mounting the front chassis to the rear chassis, installing the electrical equipment, and then just finishing off the kit. Now at this point I'll bring back in the body, just to bring that back into frame and show you how good the moulding is. Really, really nicely done. Quite a nice body, and some nice undercuts on the front here around the bumper and things, and also on the rear bumper, a lot of detail on there. So the plan, as I say, is this was just supposed to be an unboxing video just to show you what's in the box. I'm going to do a build video on this, but it's going to be slightly different, where we'll just go through and I'll film the sort of conclusion of each step as we put the bits together. And yeah, as I say, brand new chassis, and arrived with us today. So yeah, so if the video was of any use, please do give it a thumbs up, and you know, check out the channel. There's plenty more videos on there, lots of RC stuff, and we'll leave this one there. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.